We have a quorum.
Good morning. Yes, Mr. Chair, we have a quorum with the attendance of the following BAC members: Attorney Marcion Palomar, Chairperson; Ms. Angelina Liose, Vice Chairperson; Attorney Dana Jaramillo, Ms. Josephine Pierre, and Attorney Dayan Steffi Guillemon, regular members; Engineer Reynan Parapina, provisional member; and Engineer Carlito M. Castillo, provisional member. On the part of the observer, we have Ms. Veronica Rivera from COA. Likewise, we have in attendance the head and members of the technical working group, head and members of the BAC Secretariat. On the part of the bidders, we have representatives from Vicente Tilao Construction, Mac Builders Corporation.
Thank you, Commissioner Forgoing. The chair declares that there's a quorum. HO-BAC-EP number 009-2024 come to order. Ano siya tayo scheduled today?
We have two items in our agenda, Mr. Chair. Number one is the approval of minutes of the previous BAC meeting, HO-BAC-EP number 135-2023, dated 28 December 2023. And number two in the agenda is the opening of bids for the Bulalakaw Port Expansion Project, Port of Bulalakaw, Oriental, Mindoro.
Thank you. Unless there are objections, let's proceed to the first item on our agenda, the approval of the minutes of the previous BAC meeting.
Mr. Chair, I move for the approval of minutes at the previous BAC meeting, HO-BAC-EP number 135-2023, held on December 28, 2023.
It is also second to approve the minutes of the previous BAC meeting, petition thereto. There being none, the minutes of HO-BAC-EP number 135-2023, held December 28, 2023, is hereby approved as presented. Let's proceed to the next item on our agenda, the opening of bids.
For the Bulalakaw Port Expansion Project, Port of Bulalakaw, Oriental, Mindoro, 6 bidders secured the bid documents: Orient Star Construction Incorporated, JC Pinion Construction Incorporated, Sunwest Incorporated, Mac Builders Corporation, Vicente Tilao Construction, and Luz Biminda Engineering. However, in a letter dated January 18, 2024, Luz Biminda Engineering withdrew its participation in the bidding for the reason that their cost estimate already exceeded the approved budget for the contract.
Thank you. Unless there are objections, we are accepting the withdrawal of Luz Biminda Engineering Technical Working Group. Proceed with opening the first envelope.
Magandang umaga, Pangulo, Pinoong Tagapagtanggol. And the first bid envelope of Orient Star Construction Incorporated is properly sealed and marked. It contains 7 volumes of their technical proposal. One is marked as original copy, and the remaining 6 are all marked as duplicate copies. All the 7 volumes are hardbound, bookbound, properly labeled with index tags. It conforms to the standard requirements for bid submission cited in the instruction to bidder, and therefore it is acceptable in the Chair.
Thank you. Unless your objection, to the financial technical working group.
The first bid envelope of JEC Pinion Construction Incorporated is properly sealed and marked. It contains 7 volumes of their technical proposal. One is marked as original copy, and the remaining 6 are all marked as duplicate copies. All the 7 volumes are hardbound, bookbound, properly labeled with index tags. It conforms to the standard requirements for bid submission cited in the instruction to bidder, and therefore it is also acceptable, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Unless your objection, to the financial technical working group.
The first bid envelope of Sunwest Incorporated is properly sealed and marked. It contains 7 volumes of the technical proposal. One is marked as original copy, and the remaining 6 are all marked as duplicate copies. All the 7 volumes are hardbound, bookbound, properly labeled with index tab. It conforms to the standard requirements for bid submission cited in the instruction to bidder. Therefore, it is also acceptable, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Unless your objection, to the financial technical working group.
The first bid envelope of Mac Builders Corporation is properly sealed and marked. It contains 7 volumes of the technical proposal. One is marked as original copy. The remaining 6 are all marked as duplicate copies. All the 7 volumes are book bound, properly labeled with index tags. It conforms to the standard requirements for bid submission as cited in the instruction to bidder, and therefore it is also acceptable here.
Thank you. Unless your objections, we're adopting the findings of the executive group.
The first bid envelope of Vicente P. Lau Construction is properly sealed and marked. It contains 7 volumes of the technical proposal. One is marked as original copy, and the remaining 6 are all marked as duplicate copies. All 7 volumes are book bound, properly labeled with index tab. It conforms to the standard requirements for bid submission as cited in the instruction to bidder, and therefore it is also acceptable here.
Thank you. Unless your objections, we're adopting the findings of the executive group. Please proceed with your proposal.
So has the technical working group completed its evaluation?
Yes, Madam Vice Chair.
Okay, please proceed.
Orient Star Construction Incorporated submitted field JEP Certificate of Registration Platinum Membership valid until March 1, 2024, and therefore passed the legal requirement.
For experience requirements, Orient Star Construction Incorporated submitted a statement of its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but yet started with that support documents. Also submitted a statement of single largest completed contract similar to the contract we bid, which was the rehabilitation expansion of existing PTB 1 and 2 Port of Calapan, Oriental Mindolo, in the amount of 188 million and whose value was more than 50% of the ABC of the project to be bid. This project was completed on February 6, 2023. Also attached a copy of the FICAB regular contractor's license, registration particulars large A for building and industrial plant, with a validity period until April 22, 2025. Past experience records, hence Orient Star Construction Incorporated past experience requirements.
The bidder submitted the original copy of the duly signed and authorized bid securing declaration.
For organizational chart and key personnel of Orient Star Construction Incorporated, has submitted the required organizational chart for the project to be bid and passed the required qualification and experience data of the key personnel pledged for the project.
On the part of the contractor's equipment, Orient Star Construction Incorporated has submitted a list of contractor's equipment with corresponding number of units, capacity, and proof of ownership. After evaluation, TWG finds that Orient Star Construction Incorporated has complied with the requirements, hence passed on equipment requirements.
The bidder submitted the original copy of the duly signed and authorized omnibus sworn statement with attached original notarized secretary certificate.
For financial requirements, Orient Star Construction Incorporated submitted their NFCC competition in the amount of 4.76 billion, which is sufficient to cover the amount of the ABC of the right to bid. Therefore, Orient Star Construction Incorporated passed the financial requirements.
Based on the evaluation report of the members of the technical working group, Orient Star Construction Incorporated's first bid envelope complied to all the eligibility and technical requirements. Having said that, Madam Vice Chair, the technical working group recommends to accept and declare passed the first bid envelope containing the technical proposal of Orient Star Construction Incorporated.
Ms. Vice Chair, I move that the TWG recommendation declaring as passed the technical component of the bid of Orient Star Construction Incorporated be adopted by the committee.
It has been moved and seconded to adopt the recommendation of the technical working group declaring Orient Star Construction Incorporated to pass the requirements of the first bid envelope. Next.
JC Pinion Construction Incorporated submitted field JEP Certificate of Registration Platinum Membership valid until August 17, 2024, and therefore passed the legal requirement.
For experience requirements, JC Pinion Construction Incorporated submitted a statement of its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but yet started with attached supporting documents. Also submitted a statement of single largest completed contract similar to the contract we bid, which was the construction of a school building at San Bartolome High School, Barangay Bartolome, Quezon City, in the amount of 139 million and whose value was more than 50% of the ABC of the project to be bid. This project was completed on June 15, 2020. Past experience records, hence JC Pinion Construction Incorporated, past experience requirements.
The bidder submitted the original copy of the duly signed and authorized bid securing declaration.
For organizational chart and key personnel of JC Pinion Construction Incorporated, has submitted the required organizational chart for the project to be bid and passed the required qualification and experience data of the key personnel pledged for the project.
For the contractor's equipment, JC Pinion Construction Incorporated has submitted the list of contractor's equipment with corresponding number of units, capacity, and proof of ownership. After evaluation, it verifies that JC Pinion Construction Incorporated has complied with the requirements, hence passed on equipment requirements.
The bidder submitted the original copy of the duly signed and authorized omnibus sworn statement with attached original notarized secretary certificate.
For financial requirements, JC Pinion Construction Incorporated submitted their NFCC competition in the amount of 544 million, This is sufficient to cover the amount of the lease of the project to be bid. Therefore, JC Pinion Construction Incorporated passed the financial requirements.
Based on the evaluation report of the members of the technical working group, JC Pinion Corporation and Construction Incorporated's first bid envelope complied to all the eligibility and technical requirements. Having said that, Madam Vice Chair, the technical working group recommends to accept and declare passed the first bid envelope containing the technical proposal of JC Pinion Construction Incorporated.
Ms. Vice Chair, I move that the PWD recommendation declaring as passed the technical component of the bid of JC Pinion Construction Incorporated be adopted by the committee.
It has been moved and seconded to adopt the recommendation of the technical working group declaring JC Pinion Construction Incorporated to pass the requirements of the first bid envelope. Next, please.
SunWest Incorporated submitted field chef certificate of registration platinum membership valid until December 5, 2024, and therefore passed the legal requirement.
For experience requirements, SunWest Incorporated submitted a statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but yet it started with attached supporting documents. Also submitted a statement of single largest completed contract, similar to the contract we bid, which was the Davao Port Expansion Project, Port of Davao, Sasa, Davao City, in the amount of 721 million and whose value was more than 50% of the ABC of the project to be bid. This project was completed on December 15, 2008. Also attached a copy of their pickup regular contractor's license, registration particular large B for building industrial plant, with a validity period until June 4, 2025. Past experience records, hence SunWest Incorporated past experience requirements.
The bidder submitted the original copy of the duly signed and authorized bid securing declaration.
For organizational chart and key personnel of SunWest Incorporated has submitted the required organizational chart for the project to be bid and passed the required qualification and experience data of the key personnel pledged for the project.
For the contractor's equipment, SunWest Incorporated has submitted the list of contractor's equipment with corresponding number of units, capacity, and proof of ownership. After evaluation, TW finds that SunWest Incorporated has complied with the requirements and passed on the equipment requirements.
The bidder submitted the original copy of the duly signed and authorized bid omnibus 1 statement with attached original notarized secretary certificate.
For financial requirements, SunWest Incorporated submitted their NFCC competition in the amount of 81 billion. This is sufficient to cover the amount of the ABC of the project to be bid. Therefore, SunWest Incorporated passed financial requirements.
Based on the evaluation report of the members of the technical working group, SunWest Incorporated's first bid envelope complied to all the eligibility and technical requirements. Having said that, Madam Vice Chair, the technical working group recommends to accept and declare passed the first bid envelope containing the technical proposal of SunWest Incorporated.
Ms. Vice Chair, I move that the PWD recommendation declaring as passed the technical component of the bid of SunWest Incorporated be adopted by the committee.
It has been moved and seconded to adopt the recommendation of the technical working group declaring SunWest Incorporated to pass the requirements of the first envelope. Next.
MAC Builders Corporation submitted field chef certificate of registration platinum membership valid until December 1, 2024, and therefore passed the legal requirement.
For experience requirements, MAC Builders Corporation submitted its statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but yet it started with attached supporting documents. Also submitted a statement of single largest completed contract, similar to the contract to be bid, which was the construction of Mega Builders Incorporated Admin Building, Albuera, Leyte, in the amount of 155 million and whose value was more than 50% of the ABS of the project to be bid. This project was completed on April 28, 2023. Also attached a copy of the pickup regular contractor's license, registration particular large B for building and industrial plant, with a validity period until July 10, 2026. Past experience record, hence MAC Builders Corporation past experience requirements.
The bidder submitted the original copy of the duly signed and authorized bid securing declaration.
For organizational chart and key personnel of MAC Builders Corporation has submitted the required organizational chart for the project to be bid and passed the required qualification and experience data of the key personnel pledged for the project.
For the contractor's equipment, MAC Builders Corporation has submitted the list of contractor's equipment with corresponding number of units, capacity, and proof of ownership. After evaluation, TW finds that MAC Builders has complied with the requirements and space and equipment requirements.
The bidder submitted the original copy of the duly signed and notarized Omnibus 1 statement with attached original notarized secretary certificate.
For financial requirements, MAC Builders Corporation submitted their NFCC computation in the amount of 9.4 billion, which is sufficient to cover the amount of the visit right to be bid. Therefore, MAC Builders Corporation passed financial requirements.
Based on the evaluation report of the members of the technical working group, MAC Builders' first bid envelope complied to all the eligibility and technical requirements. Having said that, Madam Vice Chair, the technical working group recommends to accept and declare pass the first bid envelope containing the technical proposal of MAC Builders.
Ms. Vice Chair, I move that the PWD recommendation declaring as passed the technical component of the bid of MAC Builders Corporation be adopted by the committee.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt the recommendation of the technical working group declaring MAC Builders Corporation to have passed the requirements of the first bid envelope. Next, last.
Vicente Tilaw Construction submitted field trip certificate of registration platinum membership valid until October 11, 2024 and therefore passed the legal requirement.
For experience requirements, Vicente Tilaw Construction submitted its statement of roles on government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but yet it started with attached supporting documents. Also submitted a statement of single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid, which was the construction of school building Zamboanga del Norte National High School, Dipolog City, in the amount of 185 million and whose value was more than 50% of the EBC of the project to be bid. This project was completed on July 17, 2017. Also attached a copy of the PCAB regular contractor's license, the registration particulars large B for building and industrial plant with a validity period until July 22, 2025. Past experience records, hence Vicente Tilaw Construction past experience requirements.
The bidder submitted the original copy of the duly signed and notarized bid securing declaration.
For organizational chart and key personnel of Vicente Tilaw Construction has submitted the required organizational chart for the project to be bid and passed the required qualification and experience data of the key personnel pledged for the project.
For the contractor's equipment, Vicente Tilaw Construction has submitted the list of contractor's equipment with corresponding number of units capacity and proof of ownership. After evaluation, TW finds that Vicente Tilaw Construction has complied with requirements and space and equipment requirements.
The bidder submitted the original copy of the duly signed and notarized Omnibus 1 statement.
For financial requirements, Vicente Tilaw Construction submitted their NFCC computation in the amount of 32.8 billion, which is sufficient to cover the amount of the ABC of the right to be bid. Therefore, Vicente Tilaw Construction passed the financial requirements.
Based on the evaluation report of the members of the technical working group, Vicente Tilaw Construction's first bid envelope complied to all the eligibility and technical requirements. Having said that, Madam Vice Chair, the technical working group recommends to accept and declare pass the first bid envelope containing the technical proposal of Vicente Tilaw Construction.
Ms. Vice Chair, I move that the PWD recommendation declaring as passed the technical component of the bid of Vicente Tilaw Construction be adopted by the committee.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt the recommendation of the technical working group declaring Vicente Tilaw Construction to have passed the first bid envelope. Let's proceed to the opening of the second envelope.
The second bid envelope of Orient Star Construction Incorporated is properly sealed and marked. It contains 7 volumes of their financial proposal. One is marked as original copy and the remaining 6 are all marked as duplicate copies. All 7 volumes are hardbound, bookbound, properly labeled within the time. It conforms to the standard requirements for bid submission as cited in the instruction to bidder, therefore it is acceptable, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Unless there are objections, I'll present the technical working group.
The second bid envelope of BAC Meeting Construction Incorporated is properly sealed and marked. It contains 7 volumes of their financial proposal. One is marked as original copy, and the remaining 6 are all marked as duplicate copies. All the 7 volumes are hardbound, bookbound, properly labeled within the South. It conforms to the standard requirements for the submission as cited in instruction to bidder, and therefore it is also acceptable, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Unless there are objections, starting with the technical group.
The second bid envelope of Sunwest Incorporated is properly sealed and marked. It contains 7 volumes of their financial proposal. One is marked as original copy, and the remaining 6 are all marked as duplicate. All the 7 volumes are hardbound, bookbound, properly labeled within the South. It conforms to the standard requirements for bid submission cited in the instruction to bidder, and therefore it is also acceptable, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Unless there are objections, I'll present the technical working group.
The second bid envelope of McBuilders Corporation is properly sealed and marked. It contains 7 volumes of their technical proposal. One is marked as original copy, and the remaining 6 are all marked as duplicate copy. All the 7 volumes are hardbound, bookbound, properly labeled within itself. It conforms to the standard requirements for bid submission as cited in the instruction to bidder, and therefore it is also acceptable, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Unless there are objections, starting with the technical working group.
The second bid envelope of Vicente Tilo Construction is properly sealed and marked. It contains 7 volumes of the financial proposal. One is marked as original copy, and the remaining 6 are all marked as duplicate copy. All 7 volumes are hardbound, bookbound, properly labeled with index style. It conforms to the standard requirements for bid submission cited in the instruction to bidder, and therefore it is also acceptable, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Unless there are objections, adopting the technical working group. ID for me, the original copy of the financial component submitted by Orient Star Construction Incorporated for the Bulalakaw Port Expansion Project for the Bulalakaw Oriental Mindoro. Bill number 1, general expenses, 2,318,377 pesos and 74 centavos. Bill number 2, removal and excavation works, 2,248,245 pesos and 30 centavos. Bill number 3, port operational area and covered walkway, 95,637,961 pesos and 2 centavos. Bill number 4, passenger terminal building and pump house, 172,717,618 pesos and 9 centavos, for a total amount of bid 272,922,192 pesos and 16 centavos.
Orient Star Construction Incorporated submitted its bid proposal, their bid prices, bill of quantities, detailed estimates, including their summary sheets indicating their unit prices of construction materials, labor rates and equipment rentals, which they use in coming up with their bids, cash flow by quarters, and payment schedule. Having said that, Mr. Chair, the Technical Working Group recommends accept and declare first the second bid envelope containing the financial proposal of Orient Star Construction Incorporated.
Mr. Chair, I move that the PWD recommendation declaring as passed the financial component of the bid of Orient Star Construction Incorporated be adopted by the committee.
It has been moved second without recommendation of the Working Group, position thereto. There being none, Orient Star Construction Incorporated is hereby declared to pass the requirements of the second bid envelope. I have before me the original financial proposal submitted by JC Pina Construction Incorporated for the Bulalakaw Port Expansion Project for the Bulalakaw Oriental Mindoro. Bill number 1, general expenses, 14,280,896 pesos. Bill number 2, removal and excavation works, 2,570,547 pesos and 43 centavos. Bill number 3, port operational area and covered walkway, 77,052,798 pesos and 52 centavos. Bill number 4, passenger terminal building and pump house, 179,989,261 pesos and 24 centavos, for a total amount of bid 273,893,503 pesos and 29 centavos.
JC Pinon Construction Incorporated submitted its bid proposal, bid prices, bill of quantities, detailed estimates, including their summary sheets indicating their unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals, which they use in coming up with their bid, cash flow by quarters, and payment schedule. Having said that, Mr. Chair, the Technical Working Group recommends to accept and declare first the second bid envelope containing the financial proposal of JC Pinon Construction Incorporated.
Mr. Chair, I move that the PWD recommendation declaring as passed the financial component of the bid of JC Pinion Construction Incorporated be adopted by the committee.
It has been moved second without recommendation of the Working Group. Do I hear any opposition thereto? There being none, JC Pinion Construction Corporation will be declared the pass requirement of the second bid envelope. I now before me the original copy of the financial component submitted by SunWest Incorporated for the Bulalakaw Port Expansion Project for the Bulalakaw Oriental Mindoro. Bill number 1, general expenses, 3,544,944 pesos and 55 centavos. Bill number 2, removal and excavation works, 4,304,055 pesos and 77 centavos. Bill number 3, port operational area and covered walkway, 78,746,959 pesos and 20 centavos. Bill number 4, passenger terminal building and pump house, 187,333,503 pesos and 3 centavos, for a total amount of bid 273,929,462 pesos and 55 centavos.
SunWest Incorporated also submitted its bid proposal, bid prices, bill of quantities, detailed estimates, including their summary sheets indicating their unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals, which they use in coming up with their bid, cash flow by quarters, and payment schedule. Having said that, Mr. Chair, the Technical Working Group recommends to accept and declare passed the second bid envelope of SunWest Incorporated.
Mr. Chair, I move that the PWD recommendation declaring as passed the financial component of the bid of SunWest Incorporated be adopted by the committee.
It has been moved second without recommendation of the Working Group, position thereto. There being none, SunWest Incorporated will be declared to pass requirements of the second bid envelope. I before me the original financial proposal submitted by Map Builders Corporation for the Bulalakaw Port Expansion Project for the Bulalakaw Oriental Mindoro. Bill number 1, general expenses, 3,458,212 pesos and 84 centavos. Bill number 2, removal and excavation works, 4,746,538 pesos and 78 centavos. Bill number 3, port operation area and covered walkway, 79,343,704 pesos and 65 centavos. Bill number 4, passenger terminal building and pump house, 186,331,384 pesos and 99 centavos, for a total amount of bid 273,879,841 pesos and 26 centavos.
MAC Builders also submitted its bid proposal, their bid prices, bill of quantities, detailed estimates, including their summary sheets indicating their unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals, which they use in coming up with their bid cash flow by quarters and payment schedule. Having said that, the Technical Working Group recommends accept and declare as the second bid envelope containing the financial proposal of MAC Builders.
Mr. Chair, I move that the TWD recommendation declaring as passed the financial component of the bid of MAC Builders Corporation be adopted by the committee.
It has been moved second without recommendation of the Technical Working Group, petition number 2. There being none, MAC Builders Corporation shall be declared to pass requirements of the second bid envelope. Now before me, the original copy of the financial component submitted by Vicente Tilao Construction for the Bulalaco Porting Expansion Project, Port of Bulalaco, in El Mindoro. Bill number 1, general expenses, 4,697,204 pesos and 60 centavos. Bill number 2, removal and excavation works, 2,327,542 pesos and 27 centavos. Bill number 3, port operational area and covered walkway, 77,400,598 pesos and 50 centavos. Bill number 4, passenger terminal building and pump house, 189,450,157 pesos and 11 centavos, for a total amount of bid 273,875,484 pesos and 58 centavos.
Vicente Tilao Construction also submitted its bid proposal, their bid prices, bill of quantities, detailed estimates, including their summary sheets indicating their unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals, which they use in coming up with their bid cash flow by quarters, payment schedule. Having said that, the Chair of the Technical Working Group recommends to accept and declare as the second bid envelope containing the financial proposal of Vicente Tilao Construction.
Mr. Chair, I move that the TWD recommendation declaring as passed the financial component of the bid of Vicente Tilao Construction be adopted by the committee.
It has been moved second without recommendation of the Technical Working Group, petition number 2. There being none, Vicente Tilao Construction shall be declared to pass the requirements of the second bid envelope. Technical Working Group is instructed to proceed with the bid evaluation.
We will do that, Mr. Chair.
Anything else, Madam Secretary? There being none, this meeting is adjourned.